6:50. हाँ sir, no problem.
Okay, done. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. So students, will not waste time much. Now we'll start. Before we start, I just would like to tell all of you that we have recorded lecture 7 and it has been sent to you all. So please, it's a request, those who have not watched the video, please do watch the lecture, so that what will happen, you will have an idea about all the sums based on centroid. And the last sum is very, very, very important sum. Okay, so please make sure that you watch that lecture. Now we'll start with lecture 8. And students, it's the last lecture of this chapter. So we can say today we'll be completing this chapter. Okay, fine. So we are talking about inclination of a line, and that we call as theta. Now inclination of a line. Now in coordinate geometry, first of all, there are two basic lines. One is the x-axis and the other is y-axis. They both are perpendicular to each other. Now when we talk about inclination of a line, so apart from these two lines, in coordinate geometry, we have three types of lines. Okay, now in this coordinate geometry system, we have three types of lines. Means there can be one line which is parallel to x-axis. So it can be anywhere. It can be above x-axis or it can be below x-axis. But it would be parallel to x-axis. This is the first type. The line would be parallel to x-axis. It can be above x-axis or it can be below x-axis. Second type of line would be parallel to y-axis. So it can be on the left side of the y-axis or it can be on the right side of the y-axis, but it would be parallel to y-axis. This is the second type. And the most important is the third type. This third type won't be parallel to any of the axes. That means it is neither parallel to x-axis nor parallel to y-axis. That means it is very clear it is not parallel to any of the axes. So we have to understand a line which will intersect both the axes. So we have drawn a line L which intersect x-axis at A and y-axis at B, or vice versa, we can say. Is it clear to all of you? Y-axis at A and x-axis at B. The point letter doesn't matter a lot. So A and B are the 2 points where the line intersect the x-axis and y-axis. So students, now we have to understand what is this line. This line is nothing but the inclined line. So the line which intersect both the axes is called inclined line. Now this line makes an angle theta. Okay, so inclination is the angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis. Now students, please understand this very well. बहुत important है ये. Inclination is the angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis. ये अंडरलाइन वाला जो पार्ट है ना, वो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस. पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस मींस द राइट साइड. प्लीज अंडरस्टैंड, पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस मतलब राइट साइड, नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस मतलब लेफ्ट साइड. सो इंक्लिनेशन इज द एंगल मेड बाय the line with the positive direction of x-axis. तो यहाँ पर angle कहाँ पर बनेगा? The angle would be made here. Now students tell me, यहाँ पर ही क्यों? Angle यहाँ पर क्यों नहीं? Why not on the left side? Why the angle should be considered only on the right side? Because underlined word का definition says that the angle which has to be made, it is made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis. So कुछ बच्चे ये बिना जाने doubts पूछते हैं. So I request all of you all, please make a note of what I am saying it to you now. Angle जो भी select होता है वो हमेशा x-axis के साथ ही होता है. You cannot say sir यहाँ पर भी तो एक angle बना है. No. यहाँ पर भी एक angle बना है. No. Because ये जो भी angle बने हैं वो किसके साथ बने हैं? y एक्सिस के साथ बने हैं. So whenever we talk about inclination of an angle, or sorry, inclination of a line, inclination of a line is the angle made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis. मतलब angle is always made at x-axis, वही angle consider करना होता है slope के लिए, and वो positive direction का मतलब right side का angle ही consider करना होता है. You cannot consider the angle here at point B. The angle should be considered on the right hand side because positive direction is right side, negative direction is left side. Clear to all of you? कुछ बच्चों को लगता है सर पॉजिटिव तो यहाँ से चालू होता है, but angle तो यहाँ पर बना है. No students, the right side is the positive side, the left side is the negative side. So बोलने के लिए ये definition में easy होता है positive direction of x-axis. Is it clear? So now this is the angle theta we consider inclination. So now theta is called inclination of a line L. So what is theta? Inclination of line L. मतलब line L is inclined by this many degrees because theta represent degrees. 5 degree, 10 degree, 20 degree, 40 degree, 60 degree. So we say line L is inclined by theta. So what is theta? Theta is called the inclination of line L. Clear to all of you? So I don't want a doubt. ये doubt नहीं आना चाहिए आपके दिमाग में. सर y एक्सिस के साथ एंगल क्यों नहीं कंसीडर करते? बिकॉज इट्स अ रूल, वी कंसीडर द एंगल ओनली विद द x एक्सिस. x एक्सिस पे दो बाजू में एंगल बन सकता है, एक लेफ्ट में बनता है, एक राइट में बनता है. विच एंगल शुड वी कंसीडर? एंगल ऑन द लेफ्ट और एंगल ऑन द राइट? यस, वी हैव टू कंसीडर एंगल ऑन द राइट. व्हाई एंगल ऑन द राइट? बिकॉज इट्स क्लियरली अंडरलाइंड डेफिनेशन है पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ x एक्सिस. Done? Understood this? Now student, this is basic what I'm explaining, okay? You should know this, that's it. कुछ लिखने का जरूरत नहीं. I'm showing three pictures to you all. Picture A, picture B, picture C. Now these are three pics. In the first pic we can see a position of ladder. In the second position, in the second picture the position of ladder changes, and in the third picture also the position of ladder changes. Rest everything remains the same. Now position of ladder changes means the slope of the ladder is changed or the steepness, how steep the slope is, ऐसे बोलते हैं ना, तो वो steepness change होता है. So here we are going to understand slope is the measurement of steepness. So slope जो है वो how steep the ladder is, वो slope से पता चलता है. So slope measure करने का एक formula है. We are understanding that formula. Look at the picture. Please understand. Look at the highlighted segment now. Now this segment will mark it as a rise. आपके मन में डाउट आएगा ये rise क्यों? कुछ don't work. अभी फिलहाल सिर्फ समझ लो. ये जो ladder is touching the wall. So wall का जो हिस्सा है, जो मार्क किया हुआ हिस्सा है ये, इसको हम लोग बोलते हैं rise. Okay? And यहाँ से base of the wall, bottom जो बेस ऑफ द वॉल है, वहां से लैडर के बेस तक, लैडर्स के बेस से लेकर वॉल के बेस तक का जो डिस्टेंस है उसे हम बोलते हैं रन. क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? नाउ व्हाई राइज एंड रन? लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड. वी से हाउ टॉल द लैडर हैज रिजन. राइज का पास्ट रीजन, हाउ टॉल द लैडर हैज रिजन. एंड यहां पर how long the ladder runs, how long the ladder runs and how tall the ladder has risen. So tall, ये segment जो vertical segment है ये tall बताता है, मतलब risen, so rise. And ये horizontal जो segment है वो how long the ladder runs, तो ये segment को हम run बोलते हैं. Is it clear to all of you? So rise is the vertical segment, run is the horizontal segment. I would like to repeat the two statements. We say normally how tall the ladder has risen and how long the ladder runs. How long the ladder runs, how tall the ladder has risen. So vertical is rise, horizontal is run. So same way here and same way in the third picture as well. Okay. Now students, I want you to understand the concept of slope. Slope को ब्रैकेट में m बोला है because we denote slope as m. याद रखना, in this chapter, in this lecture, we'll denote slope as m. कुछ भी बना सकते हैं, but टेक्स्ट बुक में m बोला है, we'll take it as m. Okay? So now slope is formula. Slope का formula अगर find करना है, understand slope is equal to rise upon run. Now why rise upon run? This is very important to understand. Okay, very important. Why rise upon run? Now rise upon run क्यों? Students understand, slope is directly proportional to rise. अब पिक्चर 3 देखो, सबसे ज्यादा टॉल है, सबसे ज्यादा टॉल, इसलिए स्लोप भी सबसे ज्यादा स्लोप है. मतलब जितना लैडर टॉल राइज होगा उतना स्लोप ज्यादा होगा. सो स्लोप इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू राइज. जितना लैडर ज्यादा राइज होगा उतना स्लोप ज्यादा होगा. राइज ज्यादा, स्लोप ज्यादा, इसलिए स्लोप इज डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू राइज. सेम वे आप पिक्चर ए में देखिए, पिक्चर ए में रन सबसे ज्यादा है, रन. तो जितना रन ज्यादा होगा, जितना लैडर लंबा जाएगा उतना स्लोप कम होगा. सो स्लोप इज डायरेक्टली नहीं, इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल टू रन. बिकॉज रन ज्यादा होगा तो स्लोप कम होगा, रन कम होगा तो स्लोप ज्यादा होगा. So we understand slope is directly proportional to rise and inversely proportional to run. That's why we say formula for slope is rise upon run. Okay. So now students understand. Okay, we'll mark out 3 things. The slope we consider it as hypotenuse, and this hypotenuse makes an angle theta 1, theta 2 and theta 3 as shown in the figure. थीटा 1, थीटा 2 एंड थीटा 3, ये स्लोप की वजह से बने हैं सारे एंगल्स. नाउ यू कैन सी ना, राइट साइड में बने हैं एंगल्स, लेफ्ट साइड में नहीं. सो हियर वी क्लियरली मेक आउट थीटा 3 इज ग्रेटर देन थीटा 2 इज ग्रेटर देन थीटा 1. सो थीटा 3 इज ग्रेटर देन थीटा 2 इज ग्रेटर देन थीटा 1. थीटा इज इंक्लिनेशन, एंगल. सो थीटा 3 सबसे ज्यादा बड़ा एंगल है, उससे बड़ा थीटा 2, उससे बड़ा बस उससे छोटा थीटा 1. ओके, सो नाउ we'll mark the slope as m. So पहला स्लोप m1, दूसरा स्लोप m2, तीसरा स्लोप m3. So tell me which is the steeper slope? m3 steep है, तो m3 सबसे बड़ा ज्यादा स्लोप है. So m3 is greater than m2 is greater than m1. So ये जस्ट फॉर्मूला समझने, आपको कुछ याद नहीं रखना है, डोंट वरी, आपको कुछ याद रखना है ये समझाने के लिए कि फॉर्मूला कैसे आता है स्लोप का. ओके, द स्लोप इज इक्वल टू राइज अपॉन रन, वी नो. ये समझा है सबको, राइज अपॉन रन कैसे आया है? बिकॉज जितना ज्यादा राइज उतना ज्यादा स्लोप, तो राइज विल कम इन द न्यूमरेटर, डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल. जितना ज्यादा रन उतना कम स्लोप, so run is inversely proportional to slope, so run denominator में आएगा. So rise is nothing but opposite side of angle theta. Theta का opposite side है rise, so we can write it as opposite side. And run for theta, run is the adjacent side. Run is the adjacent side. Now in 9th standard we have learned trigonometry, and यहाँ पर right angle triangle भी बना है. तो tell me, opposite upon adjacent, opposite upon adjacent is which ratio? Yes, tell me. Perfect, very good. Opposite upon adjacent is, someone are making mistake. Okay, few of them are making mistake. Opposite upon adjacent, देखो, opposite upon hypotenuse is sine, opposite upon hypotenuse is sine, adjacent upon hypotenuse is cos. So opposite upon adjacent is tan. अब जिन्होंने गलती किया है, it's okay, बट रिमेंबर इट, ट्रिग्नोमेट्री चैप्टर चालू होगा तभी सब चीजें क्लियर हो जाएंगी। और सो स्लोप इज नथिंग बट tan थीटा, रिमेंबर दिस। व्हाट इज स्लोप? स्लोप इज tan थीटा। नाउ स्टूडेंट्स, I want you all to remember this. What is slope? If I ask it to you, what is slope? Your answer should be slope is equal to tan theta. Clear? So what is the formula for slope? Tan theta. ये याद रखना है आपको, बाकी कुछ याद नहीं रखना है, राइज अपॉन रन वगैरह कुछ नहीं, ये सब समझने के लिए था। इंपॉर्टेंट क्या है? स्लोप इज इक्वल टू tan थीटा, एंड स्लोप को आप m भी लिख सकते हो, same इज इक्वल टू tan थीटा। ओके, डन? ओके, फाइन। So sums based on slope now. बहुत simple sums है। Angles made by the line with the positive direction of x-axis given. Find the slope of these lines. So inclination of line is given to us 45 degree. So inclination दिया है, theta दिया है 45 degree. Now what is the formula for slope? Find करना है slope, तो slope का formula tan theta. So we'll write down. Now theta कितना डिग्री है? 45 डिग्री, so tan 45 डिग्री। Now tan 45 डिग्री का वैल्यू कितना है? 1, so slope is equal to tan 45 का वैल्यू is 1, so slope is equal to 1। Simple 1 mark question, simple 1 mark। Now second, inclination of the line theta कितना दिया है? 60 डिग्री। What is the formula for slope? Slope is equal to tan theta। So थीटा के जगह पर कितना डिग्री आएगा? 60 डिग्री। What is the value of tan 60 degree? Yes, remember tan 60 is √3. So slope is equal to √3. ये 1 mark question। Now inclination of line theta is given 90 degree. Slope का formula tan theta, theta का value 90। Now tan 90, you should know this, tan 90 is not defined, so slope is not defined। Now students, I want to ask one question to you all। मुझे सबका ध्यान चाहिए अभी। I'll be asking one question to you all। स्नेहा सर 1 कैसे आया? 1 आया because tan 45 का वैल्यू इज 1। यूनिट नहीं होता है स्लोप का, तब प्रीत देयर इज नो यूनिट फॉर द स्लोप। ओके, नाउ लिसन केयरफुली ऑल ऑफ यू, लेट पे अटेंशन। अगर थीटा 90 डिग्री है तो स्लोप इज नॉट डिफाइंड। अगर थीटा 90 डिग्री है तो स्लोप इज नॉट डिफाइंड। सो टेल मी स्टूडेंट्स, स्लोप इज ऑलवेज मेड विद द एक्स एक्सिस, पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस। तो एक्स एक्सिस, अगर लाइन ही एक्स एक्सिस है तो एंगल इज 0, एंगल 0 होगा बिकॉज देयर इज नो थीटा। तो अगर एंगल 0 है तो स्लोप 0 होगा एक्स एक्सिस का। तो वी कैन से स्लोप ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस इज 0, स्लोप ऑफ एक्स एक्सिस इज 0। रिमेंबर दिस। अगर इसमें कुछ डाउट होगा तो पूछना। देखो, व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट एक्स एक्सिस, इफ द लाइन इज ऑन एक्स एक्सिस देन एंगल बना ही नहीं है। एंगल बना नहीं मतलब थीटा 0 है, एंड थीटा 0 है मतलब स्लोप 0 है। बट अगर थीटा 90 डिग्री है तो स्लोप इज नॉट डिफाइंड। सो टेल मी स्टूडेंट्स, व्हाट इज द स्लोप ऑफ वाई एक्सिस? What is the slope of y-axis? Yes, few of them are right. बाकी बहुत जन बच्चे wrong answer दे रहे हैं। Few of them are right. Very good. Okay, now listen carefully and pay attention. देखो बच्चों, अब भी ट्रिग्नोमेट्री का जरूरत ही नहीं है, ये 9th के वैल्यूज पर डिपेंड करता है। tan 45 का वैल्यू है 1, so slope is 1। tan 60 का वैल्यू is √3, so slope is √3, and tan 90 का वैल्यू is not defined, so slope is not defined। so tan 90 मतलब थीटा 90 डिग्री है, थीटा 90 डिग्री है, मतलब एक्स एक्सिस के साथ 90 डिग्री कौन सा लाइन बनाता है? एक्स एक्सिस के साथ 90 डिग्री वाई एक्सिस बनाता है। तो व्हाट विल बी द स्लोप ऑफ वाई एक्सिस? नॉट डिफाइंड। स्लोप ऑफ वाई एक्सिस विल बी नॉट डिफाइंड। 0 नहीं आएगा, 1 नहीं आएगा, कुछ भी आंसर दे रहे थे। Slope of y-axis is making 90 degree angle with x-axis, and if angle is 90 degree, slope is not defined. So slope अगर not defined है, मतलब y-axis का slope not defined है. I hope your doubts are clear now. यश अंबेकर, okay, आपका डाउट अभी भी है तो ठीक है, I'll explain again. देखो जो भी एंगल है वो किसके साथ बनता है? x-axis के साथ। तो मुझे बताना x एक्सिस के साथ 90 डिग्री कौन सा लाइन बनाता है? x एक्सिस के साथ 90 डिग्री कौन सा लाइन बनाता है? यस, x एक्सिस के साथ 90 डिग्री y एक्सिस बनाता है। सो आई एम आस्किंग अ क्वेश्चन टू यू ऑल, व्हाट इज द स्लोप ऑफ y एक्सिस? सो स्लोप ऑफ y एक्सिस विल बी नॉट डिफाइंड। समझा why not defined? Because theta 90 degree and tan 90 is not defined, so slope is not defined. Slope is not defined. 90 degree is an angle, but slope is not defined. Okay, slope is not defined because वो सीधा perpendicular है ना ground को. Got it? Okay. No, we cannot write not defined as 0. 0 is 0. Not defined is 1 upon 0. Okay, so गलती से भी not defined को 0 मत लिखना. Aldrin, there must be some issue at your end. That is, you are unable to see the screen. Please check your connectivity. Rest everybody is able to see. Okay. And if you are still not able, then join again. Okay, can you repeat the second sub question? Second sub question. Okay, second sub question is this. Theta, how much is theta given? Theta is given 60 degree. Now theta is 60. So slope is tan 60. Now tan 60 का value है √3. Trigonometry table. Tan 60 का value is √3. So if tan 60 is √3, slope is √3. Okay? Understood, Kashmira? Fine. Now, pay attention. 2 important things I want you to note. Please, students, make a note of it. Paper लो, notebook पर entry करो, पेन से या पेंसिल से, but margin पे या किधर तो ऐसी जगह entry करना जहां पर आप कभी भी देखें तो आपको दिखे वो. ऐसे टॉप पे किधर तो लिखना. Shall I start dictating now? Slope of x-axis is 0. Slope of x-axis is 0. Slope of x-axis is 0. And second, slope of y-axis not defined. Slope of x-axis is 0 and slope of y-axis is not defined. Okay. Yes, Preet, all the angles will be given as per the trigonometry table. Not to worry, okay? Fine. Now, let us see how can we find the slope of a straight line passing through 2 points. Matlab, if there is a line and 2 points are located on the line. Let us say there are points P and point P and point Q. So we know how to calculate the distance between the 2 points by distance formula. But then here we have to calculate the slope. Okay, here slope chahiye humko. So how to get the slope? Let us understand that coordinates of P as x1, y1 and coordinates of Q as x2, y2. So coordinates of P given to us, coordinates of Q given to us. So slope, अगर slope find करना है तो there is a formula. Slope of a line is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Slope of line PQ is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Now this is a direct formula, इसका कोई derivation नहीं पूछने वाला है, but then still if you want you can see in the textbook y2 minus y1 is the opposite side and x2 minus x1 will be the adjacent side. So you go through the derivation, you will understand why this formula comes, because y2 minus y1 gives us the opposite side and x2 minus x1 gives us the adjacent side. Got it? Fine. I would like to show this to you all. तो आपको formula भी समझ में आ जाएगा. Okay? Just a moment. Yes. Yeah. Achha, can you all see this now, all of you all? The textbook image. If you are able to see textbook image, tell me. Okay, are you able to see the textbook image? Yes, thank you students, thank you, I got it. Okay, now see this distance. थीटा का opposite side is y2 minus y1. ये y2 minus y1 कैसे आया समझा होगा? QR अगर find करना है, QR is QS minus RS. QS minus RS. तो QR का वैल्यू मिल गया y2 minus y1. ये y2 है, ये y1 है. तो QR का वैल्यू is y2 minus y1. And PR is x2 minus x1. Difference x2 बड़ा कोऑर्डिनेट है, x1 छोटा कोऑर्डिनेट है, x2 minus x1. Got it? So opposite side is y2 minus y1, adjacent side is x2 minus x1. So we have got the formula. Slope is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Is it clear, all of you? Yeah? Fine. So now let us come back to this sum. So we know slope. Slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Write down this formula. Slope of a line. It can be any line, not necessarily PQ always. It can be any line. Slope of line is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Praveena, if you see the textbook, you will understand why the formula for slope is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Because y2 minus y1 is the opposite side of theta and x2 minus x1 is the adjacent side of theta. Okay. Fine. So this is the formula. On the basis of this formula, we'll solve sums. A2, 3. So this coordinates we'll consider as x1, y1. B4, 7. Coordinates would be x2, y2. Now we have to find slope of this line. So slope of line AB we know, formula y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. y2, now tell me, y2 is 7, we can clearly see. Minus y1 is 3. x2 is 4. Minus x1 is 2. So 7 minus 3 is 4 and 4 minus 2 is 2. So 4 upon 2 is 2. So slope of line AB is 2. This sum will come for 1 mark. Now P coordinates are given minus 3, 1. So x1, y1. Q coordinates given 5, minus 2. Coordinates would be x2, y2. We know the formula for slope. So slope of line PQ is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. y2 is minus 2 minus y1, y1 is 1 upon x2 is 5 minus x1 is minus 3. So minus 2 minus 1 is minus 3. Minus into minus here. Minus into minus is plus. So 5 plus 3. So minus 3 upon 8. So slope of line PQ is minus 3 upon 8. Did you understand the sum? All of you? So slope of line AB we have got 2 and slope of line PQ is minus 3 upon 8. Students, I want you all to write down these two sums fast. Write it down. Harsh Panchal, what you want to repeat? Because if you just see the sum also, there is no need to repeat. There is a formula for slope y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. And we have just substituted the values, Harsh. Okay. So did you finish, all of you? Okay. Now, any sums, if you feel as left out, they are all practice sums for you all, because we have completed all type of sums. We have covered the sums based on slope, on section formula, on midpoint formula, centroid formula. Okay, we have covered all the sums. Now students, I want you to make a note of homework. Practice set 5.3, sum number 2, sub question 3. Sum mat लिखना, सिर्फ question number लिखना. Sub question 3, sub question 4. Okay, make a note of it. 5.3, sum number 2, sub question 3, sub question 4. Then practice set 2, 5.3, 2. Sum number 5, sum number 6, ये भी है. फाइव पॉइंट 3 सम नंबर 2 का सब क्वेश्चन 3, सब क्वेश्चन 4, सब क्वेश्चन 5, सब क्वेश्चन 6, ये 4 सम्स है. प्रैक्टिस सेट 5.3 का सम नंबर 2, 2 का सब क्वेश्चन 3, 4, 5, 6. Krish, the sums based on trisection are based on section formula, or we can use midpoint formula. Okay, either midpoint formula is used in trisection or section formula is used. Yes, government is deciding to do many activities, students. Whatever is banned, we are ready for the next option. Okay, not to worry. We are with India. So anything happens in favor of India will stand by its side. If it is banned, no problem. We'll come with an alternative. So alternative is ready with us. Okay. But suddenly, until unless it is not banned, we don't want you to be at inconvenience of changing to a different. Okay. There are many other apps as well. Google Meet, सब कुछ है. Other alternatives है. Okay. yes, answer can be in fraction as well, because ratio है ना, slope is fraction में है, तो answer can be in fraction. Adobe is the alternative of cam scanner. Yes, Google Lens, Adobe, बहुत कुछ है, वो भी कर सकते हैं. Okay, fine. So students, आज के लिए इतना काफी है. This is for like finally we have completed this chapter. So we have completed 2 chapters by now. First we have completed mensuration and second we have completed coordinate geometry. Mensuration का first term part deliberately मैंने रखा है. Okay, वो complete नहीं किया है, so don't worry about that. We'll be doing it later on. And then now we'll be starting with a new chapter. New chapter, most probably I'll be starting with similarity. Okay, because that is the first chapter. हमने सोचा था वो चालू करेंगे, नहीं करेंगे, तब तक ये cover कर लेंगे. But then there are no chances of lockdown getting unlocked. So we have to start with similarity and Pythagoras now. Okay, chalo. Bye-bye. Take care, all of you all. Love you all. Bye, bye, bye.
Thank you, sir.